My lords, honorable guests, your excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. It gives me great pleasure to address such an esteemed audience taking part in this important event, the Kuwait Investment Outreach, being the first business and investment forum of its kind. Today is the outcome of more than a year of dedicated work by the organizers, Peninsula Press, and Foreign Policy Magazine, along with Kuwait Direct Investment Promotion Authority, also known as KDIPA, with sponsorship by several Kuwaiti businesses, prominent British and other institutional partners. We are building today on the strength of Kuwaiti-British bilateral relations. 115 years worth of those relations that culminated in a massive state visit last November 2012. And as a testimonial of the significance of the historical and strategic relationship between our countries, a steering group has been formed that has successfully completed 6 rounds of discussions, the last of which took place in London, June 2015, that has covered many areas of mutual interest in healthcare, higher education, energy, defense, security, trade investments, to name but a few. It plans to support the convening of Kuwait's first trade fair under the theme Kuwait, the world's commercial heart, in February 2016. Coming back to our outreach event today, I truly hope it presents a timely and enduring opportunity to introduce our country's unique attributes that characterizes it as a growth market and position it as a lucrative, promising investment hub. It will equally provide a vivid platform to listen firsthand and exchange views with a group of leading voices from both public and private institutions in Kuwait, presenting their different experiences and shedding light on potential business opportunities. At the onset, it is important to keep in mind that despite the challenges and the emerging risks in the last few years as a result of the widespread repercussions of the global financial crises, the cross-border investments maintained their driving force, though at a slower pace. According to the latest figures released by UNCTAD, world FDI inflows dropped by 16% to reach around $1.23 trillion in 2014 compared to 2013. Nevertheless, the positive outlook is maintained for the current year, expecting FDI inflows to reach 1.7 trillion by 2017, yet remaining below their 2007 level at 2 trillion. The developing countries as a group have assumed for the first time a larger share at 55.5% of the world's total FDI inflows in 2014, with increasing activity of their multinationals and the sovereign wealth funds. Although Kuwait has entered in the group of top 20 countries with outward FDI flows totaling 13 billion in 2014, according to UNCTAD, Kuwait has also placed attracting FDI inflows at the core of its investment strategy to benefit from FDI in the materializing and strategic objective of economic diversification and raising the non-oil sector share of GDP to above 60% and enhancing research and development, scientific research capabilities to achieve 1% of GDP by 2020, according to our current development plan. Moreover, FDI settled through multinational corporations will support bringing new technologies and management models, job creations, and training opportunities, as well as fostering innovation that will enable the advancement and modernization towards a sustainable economy. Furthermore, FDI will buttress export markets for local products and services, facilitating the launch of competitive clusters, building linkages with local thriving SME sector, and integrating it competitively within the global production and distribution value chains. To accomplish that, Kuwait offers sound macroeconomic environment with projected non-oil GDP growth at 4% and inflation projected to remain curtailed at around 3 to 3.5% over the medium term, according to the IMF, maintaining high capital expenditure supported by adequate physical and social infrastructure, sound legal regulatory framework, and a high degree of confidence and security, with a pool of well-educated, youthful local talents. Our new investment law number 116 of 2013 offers a host of incentives, exemptions and guarantees to attract sustainable investment and provides all needed facilitation for foreign investors seeking to establish operations in our country. Serious efforts are underway to streamline doing businesses, introducing utilization of e-services and reducing the number, the time and cost of procedures to starting new businesses. Furthermore, Kuwait offers multi-billion-dollar opportunities in various priority sectors that are well identified within our current medium-term plan, namely oil and gas, North Zone development, electricity and water, urban development and housing, health, education, transport, ICT, tourism and media, and environment. Other investment opportunities, of course, arise from the planned PPP projects, as well as the privatization of Kuwait Stock Exchange, the aviation, telecom, and postal services. I believe the bigger challenge we should all work together in meeting the recently approved Sustainable Development Goals, SDGs, from 2015 to 2030, which will require attracting investments to finance and support sustainable development projects that adhere to sound economic, environmental, and social impacts in areas that include infrastructure, health, education, renewable energy, and agricultural production for food security, among others. I conclude reiterating that Kuwait welcomes its investors and the EU businesses at large. Our main message to our audience, not only from the business community in London, but around the EU, is that Kuwait is at a crossroads for its quest to diversify. I hope you will enjoy this conference, and finally I want to apologize for not being with you, and I hope you give my colleagues a hard time. Thank you very much.